Hey everyone, this is Alex.
This is Vlashka. We're First Odyssey, and this is episode 30. Welcome.
Hey, so before we start this episode, we're just gonna give you guys a heads up that Bashka is doing his fasting for the month. So for the next 4 weeks, he's gonna be super dead. maybe worse. Who knows? We'll see. We'll figure out our schedule. All right. So in this episode, we watched. Oh, sorry. In this episode, we're gonna be discussing the movie Captain America.
Ooh.
And as always, without getting into the spoilers, what is your overall impressions of the movie, Bosh?
I think they did a pretty good job in this one. Like the first half of the movie, I like it. Like they do like subtle message of like showing the characters on like their personality, their mindset,
Yep.
and why they behave certain way. It's really well written, I'd say.
But what about the second half?
It turns to your generic, action movie where, punch left, punch right, shoot here, shoot there, explosion here and there, punch again, and then the end,
Yeah, I would say it's right around the half point of the movie. Actually, it's when things go a little wonky tonky.
Okie dokie.
Because for me, I really enjoyed the seeing what's that Captain America become Captain America, like his journey to becoming that person.
Yeah. For me, I enjoyed more on the more like his introduction in a way, like why he don't back up to fight, whether why does he want to join the army, why before he actually gained the power, his mindset, his personality. That's what intrigued me the most.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
Yeah. His journey becoming back. His journey to become
Batman.
to become Batman. Yeah. His journey to become Captain America. Not only that, but like what it means to be Captain America. Like it's just the symbol that represents. To not
because
just
throughout the movie it shows that he's inspiring people to
exactly. That's what I mean.
giving them hope.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. So it's not just he's a symbol to the entire country, and the shield represents more than just the person. All right, so that's overall. You would say did you enjoy it overall?
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, I did too, but we'll get into the what we didn't like about it later. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the meats of it all. So let's talk. Okay, so let's talk about the characters. Captain America, Steve Rogers himself. What do you think?
Like again, during the whole part, like especially in the beginning, like for like his character exploration, kind of exposition and whatnot. I really liked it. I liked more like I like the way he thinks, as in like portrayed. Because I've watched a little bit on the movie ahead, it makes me wonder like why is this guy behave this way, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But now that I've watched this, I've kind of like I see. So that's what's running through his mind. So that's why like it's well portrayed.
Because for Captain's so Captain America is known for being the character that doesn't change when the world wants him to. That's what people say. Like he does not compromise to give up to be the person that he is.
Right. You can see that the most what do you call it? I think the most formidable part about him was not his like superpower, but his mindset.
Yeah. Always humble, always like he never introduced himself as Captain America. He's always saying like I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. Like I'm nobody. I'm nothing special. Like that's even with the super soldier serum.
That's the SSR.
Yeah, hence the SSR.
Super soldier.
What did you think of the CGI done on him? Like when he was a tiny boy to big man.
It surprised me. That's for sure. Because I saw like a matchstick suddenly turn to like a beef ham mixture with chicken. I was like, yo, what the heck?
I could have swore I heard Boschko drooling when he saw Captain America come out.
Not drooling, choking. I was holding back laughter. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, like from what I've read, I think they did like multiple shots of Chris Evans. That's the guy who plays Captain America. Like him doing it the scene regular, him behind a green screen, and then having a body double so they can like kind of CGI into the body double. Yeah, it's really intricate work, I guess, but it worked out.
So so the CGI part was the small body, right?
He wasn't actually like a small guy that turned big.
I know. But no, what I'm thinking is like which one was the thing? Because I've seen some actor does like insane things, like Joker.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you mean.
You see the body transformation. You couldn't tell who he is. I couldn't tell him after the movie. He says, "This is him, Joaquin Phoenix." I'm like, "Whoa, wait, that's him? That looks completely different." It's like, yeah, because I wouldn't put it past the actors to actually change form. So
You know what? It's really different now how superhero movies are made because nowadays, if you're a superhero, even if you're wearing a costume that covers your entire body, you're still expected to like go to the gym, work out, and put on muscle to look the part, right? Back then, you were just like, it could be like us, big two chubby boys, Pillsbury Doughboys, and we could be considered superheroes, right?
what do you mean?
Not anymore. Like now we have to like if we get hired to be a superhero,
Work
we
it
have to
out.
be all right. We have to live in the gym now.
Not that'll happen, but
Never say never.
I will say it. Never.
I like Captain America's costume, like when it like with the leather jacket.
Yes. Because my image of Captain America has always been like those plasticky, rubbery looking, tight shirt, like the weird, the clearly made out of plastic looking shirt, right?
Like super comic booky. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. But like this one, the show was like they show him with like a leather, like a blue, white, red leather, and the helmet too. I thought that was like the mask. I thought that was really really cool. I
Right.
really like this design.
Yep. It fits really well with that aesthetic of World War II kind of. But unfortunately, they kind of change it at the end of the movie and give him more of a closer to his classic
Original?
design.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it, but I kind of wish they kind of like
Keep it because it was
kept,
better.
yeah. Not just because it's better, just because it's World War II. Like,
Yeah.
if you're wearing like the American flag, you stand out so much.
I agree. I agree.
Chris Evans as Captain America. Do you think that was a good choice? A good actor?
I wiggle because I don't know what Captain America look in, like in the comic book and whatnot without his mask. So I don't have a like a base kind of thing.
No, but like
But-
say like remember when we said Robert Downey Jr. and
I
Iron
know.
Man?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting to it. So what it is that like for me, I think he wears it really well too. Like this one matches
This
to
one matches.
to how I want it to be.
Okay.
I like this Captain America.
So he has that look, that
The
aura.
look, yeah, definitely the look. First, because like he looks very white. That's what I'm saying. He looks like your your
Typical
American, typical
yeah.
American white Caucasian dude. You know what I mean? At least
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the image of like an how do I say this, like an ideal. A big, buff, strong, blonde hair, blue eyes. Strong jaw.
Yeah.
Kind of look. You know what I mean? Yeah, it kind of like fits the stereotype, I guess. Well, thus the Captain America, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
He's-
that's good.
Yeah. So there's 3 for 3, I would say, right? Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, all fits the character, the actors.
I'd say yeah, Thor.
All right, that's good. That's good. Okay, so next would be the Doctor.
Just completely Hulk. 3 out of 3. Yep, forget Hulk. Hulk doesn't exist.
Hulk
That's
doesn't
fine.
exist. Yeah, he doesn't exist. We don't talk about that movie, remember? Okay, so next we'll talk about the Dr. Erskine.
Which one is that guy? There's too many doctor in this movie.
This doctor made the super soldier serum.
So
He-
the good guy,
Yeah,
the nice one.
yeah. So what do you think of the mentorship? ish.
I liked it because he's looking for because he knows how power can change people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he of course has a prior you know test
Experience.
subject, which
Yeah.
is maybe we'll talk about him later, but
Oh yeah,
he
for
knows.
sure.
Then he also said it right.
Yeah.
Good becomes great and bad become worse.
Oh yeah.
So he's looking for a certain quality, and he pulls through. You know what I mean? As in, like he wants a good man, not a hero, not a soldier, not nothing. He wants a good man, because he want to
Mm.
make it to like a great man, I suppose, with the serum. But it
Yeah.
is that like he picked Roger, right?
Yeah.
Because of his mindset,
Mm-hmm.
and even after like the the training and whatever, even though he's like failing and whatever, like he keeps to him. You know what I mean? Like he push through and stick together. You know what I mean? Stick to him till the very moment. So I thought that was really really nice.
Yeah. So of course we're gonna see some like similarities between Iron Man's adventure and Captain America's adventures here. I think. Whereas
How
like
so?
the mentor, they both give them some advice and then they died.
Uh,
Right?
what do you
It's
mean
part.
the?
Well, it's part of the hero's journey, right? The
Mhm,
mentor dies. That's part of the story. But anyways,
mhm,
for me though, my problem
mhm.
with was it the Dr.
Jensen.
Jensen? Yeah, in Iron Man 1 was like they kind of just brushed him off.
Mhm.
But in this one, I don't know why it felt right.
Cause they have a lot more interaction. It's not
Yeah,
just a one scene meeting in a
like
cave, work
yeah,
together,
yeah,
and then this one they stick together, right? This is like, well, I chose you for this test because you did 5 tries. Why
yeah,
five?
yeah.
And he like have a talk heart to heart. There's a moment for them to connect. That's why he felt more significant.
I see. Okay, so then, in your opinion, okay, so you already
Mhm,
know what I'm gonna say, but in your
mhm.
opinion, do you think this relationship is a lot better than what Stark and Dr. Jensen had?
I'd say so, yeah. Because
Okay.
I mean, as much as I liked the everything of Iron Man one,
Yeah. Yeah.
the that one was like clearly, you know, just just a quick
This
like
quick.
snap kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a quick wake up call. Hey, Stark, see, this
Yeah.
is the crap. All your weapons are killing it, and these people, like this guy that was like helping you, well, died too. So
Yeah. So
wake up.
wake up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess so because like yeah, I really like the relationship. Like I feel like the relationships between the
Mhm.
characters in this movie
Mhm.
is a lot better than the relationships that was shown in Iron Man 1.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm going to say Iron Man 1 because we're comparing the first of each movies to each other.
Though for me personally, I think it's fine as is because I don't think Yen what's his name again?
Jensen, yeah.
Jensen
Hmm.
is what do you call it? Needs to have more. You know what I mean?
No, but for some reason, uh,
Hmm.
the Doctor in Captain America had a better closure. Like he had a better closure than Doctor Jensen did in Iron Man.
Yeah, but I think Dr. Jensen don't need one because again, I think for me he served as a wake up call, right?
I see.
I
Oh,
don't think there's a
I
need
see. Yeah,
to keep referring to him or give him more than what he has,
yeah.
so to speak.
Because his role is so small, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I see what you mean, but
that's what I think. Yeah,
yeah,
you
but
don't have to agree, but
no, I see your point. But what I'm saying is that in
Mhm.
this one, Doctor Erskine, or I'm sure I'm butchering his name, or Abraham. I'll
Mhm.
call him Abraham. That's his first name. So Doctor Abraham,
Mhm.
his arc felt more complete in
Of
my eye.
course,
You know,
of course,
yeah.
because he holds a bigger role.
Mm.
He's not just a mentor, so to speak. You know what I mean?
I think the problem is that
What is it?
for in Iron Man 1, they probably didn't spend
Yeah,
enough time in the cave.
right. Because they don't have time. Remember that.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like they could have made it half the movie in the cave instead of, like a quarter.
Whatever it is they
Yeah.
showed. Yeah,
Like a
yes,
quarter or the first
I
45
agree.
minutes. I don't know. Because in this one, it's literally like
There's
half.
a good like a third of a movie that was
Yeah.
them.
That was just them
Yeah.
training and spending time together. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think the doctor actually uh, leave more impression than the heroine in this movie for me personally.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of that, that was going to be my next topic, which is going to be Agent Carter and the Colonel Phillips, or whatever his name is.
Agent Carter is the lady, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
The,
Peggy, yeah.
hmm
And Colonel Phillips is the Men in Black Agent K.
yeah, Agent K. I like him. He's good all the way through.
He fits the role very well. Like,
Yes, because the thing is like he has the charisma.
yeah,
It kind of shows that he's like a veteran feeling. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he plays the role.
But at the same
very
time, he still quips and he still does stuff and he still, he's very stick to reality too, right? He's like, well, ain't gonna happen. Oh, we're gonna do some rescue mission. Yeah, it's called winning the war. Like
Yeah.
it's a very straight to the point, no bullshit. Well, a
Yeah,
little bit here and there, but it's a very reliable
yeah, it makes sense. It
feeling. That's what it is. Yeah.
kind of gives off the same vibes as like a Nick Fury almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very reliable and like it's you get what you get.
Yeah,
That's
like,
good.
like cracking a few jokes, being like a little bit sarcastic here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And for me, Agent Carter, as a heroine, she doesn't she doesn't leave that much impression to me.
mm-hmm.
But as a character, like as a like a badass character, she stood out to me because when she was pulling out a gun and start shooting when this one was running, I thought that was really cool
Yeah,
because like a lot of movie scenes, people just go like just shoot like spray randomly, right?
mm-hmm.
But for her, she stood, she aimed. Well, she can't just open fire because she's in the open field, right?
Yeah,
Because there's civilian around, so she took a careful aim. One shot, one kill. I was like, wow, that is clean. That is clean. That's insane.
I'm surprised they gave her the kill because I mean, yeah, as you said, most movies they will have her miss
Yeah.
and then she'll be like, "Ah, damn it!"
hmm
But she managed to get a few good hits in there.
Like one shot, that one killed, and then the guy turned back, right, and running this way. And at that time, she started missing because, of course, there's a car running straight towards her. So that makes sense. Like she's missing shot there makes sense, and I like that. That's a detail that I appreciate.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, they didn't have giant roles in the movie, but I'd still feel like their roles are like their story arc is complete. Like it doesn't feel wasted.
Though the thing is, like, they're leaving a lot of like cliffhanger, so to speak. Because in the end, like, the only thing that how do I say this that I got to is that it feels like there's more to happen, but couldn't happen because of this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like
What do you mean?
the ending part. You know what I mean? Like feels like there was something that's supposed to happen between Agent Carter and Roger.
Yeah,
But because of the what do you call it? Like
the sacrifice, I guess.
yeah, the sacrifice happens. It like I don't know. It just feels like it's hanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because at the end, it's like, oh yeah, I missed the date, right? Kind of like that.
yeah,
Feels like, like I think that's the only part that's like, just like hanging there.
So that got you. That part got you. We're just like, oh,
Kind of
that-
just like, bloody hell. Like,
give my boy a freaking bone or something. You know, like.
well, not that. It's just that the fact that they love it hanging is just bad.
I'm-
Bad feeling.
Yeah. Well, that is as we watch more more MCU movies featuring these characters, you'll see that Captain America will always refer back to Agent Carter, Peggy. You know, because
Oh, so he never moved on.
yeah, he's like kind of like in love with her. I mean,
Cool.
as he said in the movie, right? He's just waiting for that right partner, and Agent Carter was that right partner for him.
Is it though?
Well, according to the movies, yes, right.
I see.
Okay, next character, Howard Stark.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a big role,
Right.
but again, I didn't feel like he was a wasted character slot. Which
No, not at all.
Yeah.
That was because he appeared more than I would have expected.
yeah.
Because at first I thought he'd be like just a cameo,
Yeah.
just like, hey, look, flying cars. But whoops, it failed. Well, I said a couple of years. He still had the quippy, the snarky thing that Tony Stark has too. Like you could see the resemblance,
Yeah.
both from the face, the persona.
Yeah.
though he feels less narcissistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't feel narcissistic. He feels like a people person. You know what I
He
mean?
feels more like a business, kind of like a businessman,
I see. I guess, yeah. I guess that's a better word to
or
say.
he's more like
Because
proper. I think a proper person.
yeah, he's a more functional human
Yeah.
with a sense of responsibility and the such. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but he's still quite flirty, you know. Like he was asking Peggy to go fondue and stuff. Okay, so yeah, overall, I feel like the characters we discussed so far, not wasted,
Mm-hmm.
complete character
Mm-hmm.
arcs and such. Um,
What's the deal with Bucky?
right, so that's actually gonna be my next topic. I didn't,
Am I like really good at this, or I just know you too well that I
I
know
don't
where this
know.
is
I
going?
I have I have these notes up on my computer right now, and I didn't tell Bashka a thing, and he's just like reading it off. God damn, dude. All right, yeah. So that's when we Bucky and his with his team, I guess, whatever you call it. Yeah. So okay. So deal with Bucky. What do you mean by deal with Bucky?
So he got experimented by the enemies, right? By the Hydra people.
I think so.
You think so, or he actually is?
Well, he was strapped on the table, so I think that was some kind of
Yeah.
experiment going on.
Has the deed been done yet, or is still going to happen?
I can't say.
I see.
Well,
So because like in my head, like I thought he already got experimented, so he got some special stuff going on, but he just died in a ditch. So yo,
I mean, when you say it like that, it makes it sound like he died a pathetic death.
he did.
To be fair, I do agree with you. That was a shit way to die, like for that character.
Yeah.
Uh,
Captain America's like, hold on. I'm like, well, no shit. He let go anyway.
I
So
know
I
it was
don't
kind of
know.
weird. It was like, hold on, ah, you know. So I think how can I say like they probably didn't finish experimenting on him. Now that I think about it, it's probably like
So still
yeah,
halfway.
still partially. So we'll probably see in the second one, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, like more of that stuff going on.
I see.
Okay, so now his team, I didn't really care for it.
Who are they?
Well, they're supposed to be.
Are they supposed to hold like some specific
Yeah,
significance?
they are comic book characters. I think they're part of the Howling Commandos. Cool. Okay. See, Howling Commandos. That's a cool name,
Mhm.
but
That's never been
yeah,
mentioned.
it's never
once.
been mentioned, and the characters didn't even get a name in the movie.
Stood out. Yeah.
They're like nameless.
Nobody got name in. Yeah, and well, they did some cool stuff, like when the guy was like rolling under a moving APC or a tank. I'm not sure, but just roll down, put a C4, close ear, boom. I thought like, wow.
Yeah, I mean that was.
But that's it. After that, it's done. I don't know what else they're doing.
I mean, yeah, I get it. They want to introduce the characters because of the comic books, but like you gotta give them something more to do.
It's too much stuff. Yeah, what I'm saying, that's too much stuff crammed into one movie.
See, I'll talk about it in my nitpicks, or things that I would have changed. But that's definitely something I would have changed. Right? It's like the Warriors 3 and Sif from Thor. They're kind of just there,
Right.
you know what I mean?
There, yeah. But I got a feeling like there's supposed to be probably an Easter egg of some sort, isn't it?
Well, right now it feels like that way, but what's it called? But because they had a pretty significant part in the film, or like not significant, but like more than just an Easter egg kind of thing. It's not just like a one scene and they're done. It's like they're in multiple scenes. It makes me wonder like it's more than just an Easter egg.
I see.
Yeah, I wish they could have. Yeah, I don't know, been referenced more often or something. I don't know.
I don't know, because I don't think there's a slot left, like a spot left for them to do anything like too
I
significant.
guess so. I don't know.
Because they kind of don't want to overshadow Captain America too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, the whole idea behind Captain America is like he's not just a good soldier, but he's like a good leader too. Like people want to follow him, right?
no, the
Yeah,
charisma.
people respect him. Like I think you'll see it even in the MCU. Like of all the characters that we see, I think a majority of the people
Mm-hmm.
will say they respect Captain America. Like Iron Man is a cool guy, Thor is a cool guy, Hulk is a cool
Yeah.
guy, but they all
Mm-hmm.
respect Captain America regardless.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Well, okay. Next one is the German doctor, Armin Zola. What do you think of him?
I'm sorry. Which one is that?
He's like that small, pudgy looking guy with bald with glasses.
Oh, the one that doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't feel like
No.
he's a wasted character slot, but he did his job.
I mean, the thing's like it feels like he's forced to do whatever's doing, right?
Yeah, actually, no, now that you brought that up, like I was gonna say, I felt like they went with two weird, different directions with this character.
How
Because
so?
remember when Red Skull wanted to be like, okay, we're gonna do our own thing now. He was kind of like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
reluctantly doing it. But then towards the end of the movie, he was just like, yeah, this is Hydra, man. Screw you guys.
Was he? Was he like that?
Yeah, yeah. At the end.
Because I don't know. For me, the thing that come across to me was that he's just afraid. He don't want to get well killed, so he just reluctantly doing it
Yeah.
while pretending to keep
Oh.
loyalty, and then that's why he didn't commit
Yeah.
suicide and like all hell Hydra at
So
the end.
okay, so that's his character motivation is like he doesn't want to die, so he's willing to switch sides no matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, but overall, I wouldn't say it's a wasted character slot. I just don't really care for the character.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why.
He's just there.
He's there.
Yeah.
Why he's there, I'm not
Um,
sure, but he's there. But he has a lot of screen time and a lot of dialogue, so I'm assuming he'll have a lot more bigger role later on in the movie, but I don't know.
Okay. Oh, okay. So now the big, bad, red wolf, Red Skull.
Red Wolf?
I call him Red Wolf because he's Red Skull. You know, big bad wolf, Red Skull.
Is that an actual fan nickname, or is just you?
No, it's just me coming up with shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Red Skull. What did you think of his character?
When he opened up his mask, it feels like the fake face thing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think it's the movie The Mask.
Yeah.
Smoking.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can't take him seriously because of that.
His face is a bit cartoonish. It's too red.
It's very cartoonish because I don't know, maybe because like the image of the mask just like ingrained too deeply in my head. It's just like whenever he talks and stuff, especially with like German accent too, I just find it like really really funny. I just can't take him seriously. So,
Do you think it would have been better if his face was more skull looking and it was just red?
maybe add a bit more grotesque.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like more realistic grotesque instead of just like latex
Maybe.
mask on his face.
Yeah, maybe. Because that red skull thing is totally just like the mask colored red, and it's yeah. I gotta watch that movie again.
But the thing is, what
Mhm.
can I say? The character itself. I mean, he's a pretty cool villain, but
He's a villain, yeah.
I don't think he did anything.
Special.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that was done was that him getting done in, right? All his all his factory, all his everything was just destroyed, and he's just like always behind.
He's not a
Always-
very
yeah.
intimidating villain.
Yeah. Because he doesn't have that much other like power too, right?
No, he's a super soldier.
Yeah, he punch hard, just like Captain America, right?
Captain America. Yeah.
And that's like a two ability that's really hard to portray about how strong things are.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel like it's scary because it's not.
And also, it's it fits the MCU trope of bad guy, same powers but just evil.
Yeah, and that's still going on.
Yeah. But I was gonna say the final fight wasn't that bad, but yeah, it's kind of bad.
The final
It wasn't-
fight in the end was just like two guys punching each other. That's it.
It wasn't very actiony. It was kind of just like them kicking each other far away and rolling around
Pretty
until
much, yeah.
yeah, until the Tesseract absorbed them or whatever. Fucking-
Or something, yeah.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's because the actor for Red Skull
Mm-hmm.
is like 60 years old.
Oh,
Yeah. So I can
maybe that's
I
why
can
he can't
see
move
why.
too much.
Y-
But
yeah.
it's a mask, right? How do I say this? You could have a stunt double to do the action part.
Yeah, especially with Captain America too, right? He's wearing
Yeah.
a mask. You can't really tell that unless it's a close-up shot.
Mhm.
But again, I guess that's their choice, right? Their
Mhm.
decision. It would have been really cool to see two super soldiers fight each other.
But how? How do you portray it to make it cool though?
I don't know. Have them destroy shit.
What do you mean by destroy shit?
Remember, like when
Like,
the first time Red Skull punched the shield and it
yeah.
had a dent in it.
Yeah, that one is cool. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I thought that was like really sick.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is that how do you make, how do I say this? Because now the shield is this super ultra rare metal, right? That
Mm-hmm.
can like block everything or like just indestructible. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we get that. Well, how is he gonna destroy stuff? Because you know.
No, just have them do amazing physical feats, right? Like jump really high, run really fast. Because throughout the movie, that's what we've been seeing, right? Captain America jumping really high in the air,
Far, yeah.
running, catching up to cars on feet, right?
Yeah, but that's how do I say this? But like that's just an action scene, right? On a fight, there's rarely any chance where you need to jump really far. You know what I mean? Or
I
catching
know.
up to cars. When two people fight, or like like let's just say super soldier fight, which is still a human, right? It's not like they can start shooting beams or whatever. If there's anything, if they're really experienced fighter, it'll turn to an MMA fight. It's just
Actually, you'll see like throughout the MCU, I think Captain America is the only one with pretty good action
martial.
sequence. Yeah,
Yeah.
as he should, right? He should
As he
be.
should. He's the only
Yeah.
one trained in this thing.
But we'll see, especially in Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Like you will see, like holy shit, they upped their fight choreography.
I see.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to watch that one.
When is that? Is that the next one or?
No, that's soon-ish. Not really.
Okay.
I think like three movies away. I think maybe four
Okay.
movies. Well, anyways, I was gonna say people rate Captain America and the Winter Soldier really high up there.
I see.
Usually in the top five, if not top three, Marvel movies.
Oh, it's that good, eh?
It's that good, yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see. I think you'll really like it. I really like Winter Soldier. Yeah. So yeah,
Wonderful.
that's basically it for all our characters talking. Okay, some of the stuff that I like from this movie. References to the previous movies, aka, Thor, like talking about a little bit of Asgard legends and stuff like that.
Did they?
Yeah, remember when we were saying, "Oh, we're looking for Odin's treasure, the Tesseract."
Yeah,
you know?
Odin's eye.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
I
a
see.
little bit of reference there. Iron Man, or reference to Iron Man, but mostly like Stark Industries. What else? Oh, the relationship between Peggy and Steve in this one seems to me, I don't know why, it seems more natural versus the other love relationships in the previous MCU movies.
I see.
Do you agree, or do you think it's just like a typical love story?
I honestly don't know. I don't feel anything in particular. I told you, right? Like, she doesn't feel too much as a heroine to me. It doesn't feel like she does much. Like, they got into, like, things, they talk, like, they flirted a little bit here and there, and then she got pissed. That was it, right?
But then, like, okay, compared to like Pepper Potts and Jane Foster, right? Thor and Iron Man.
For me, Pepper felt more, like personal-ish. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kind of like, like they know each other personally, so they could like quip and talk and like that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But for this one, I don't know. I guess it feels more natural in a way that she can get pissed and like he's trying to. I don't know. I really don't know. I got nothing on this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm a Captain America fanboy, so which is why I
Yeah,
enjoy
maybe.
the stories more. But to me, it seems more natural because like I like how Peggy didn't fall in love with Steve when he became the super soldier. She was already falling in love with him, even though he was like a scrawny boy. Like
Was it? Was it since back then?
I think so because you can see like the way she looks at him is like the way when he pulled the flag to get the flag, when he
Yeah.
run to get the grenade.
For me, like the grenade. The grenade was this when definitely she's like very interested in him. Like the flagpole is like, I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Smart ass kind of thing, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. You piqued my interest, and then
Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I mean. So it feels more natural. I guess because there's more scenes where like they're interacting with each other versus it's like, oh, they just fall in love at first sight kind of thing.
Yeah, like Thor.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
that was like rushed. Oh, what else? I like the lines. I can do this all day, and I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. It's just like,
Yeah. Doesn't he like keep saying that a lot?
he says
I
that.
could do this all day.
Yeah,
I could do this all day.
He says that throughout the MCU. And I'm just a kid from Brooklyn. It keeps him. I don't know. It keeps him humble. I'm a kid from Brooklyn. Okay, so now we're gonna go into. Oh, sorry. What else? Did you have anything that you would want to say that stood out to you?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go into the nitpicks. I don't really have that many nitpicks of the movie. Just the one ish, which is Captain America's when he was first sneaking onto the Hydra base for the first time, trying to rescue Bucky and the other guys, and Hydra just kind of just let him do it. There's so many soldiers and stuff, and he's like not even wearing dark clothes. He's like fucking red, white, and blue. And
he's like, he got like this huge ass shield on his back too.
Yeah, and they kind of just let him get away with it. I don't know. I wish they made it more like stealthy or something, but
how? Because I don't know. They made it really dark. You know what I mean? It's like everything is dark as usual, I guess. But this time, but
I thought he was gonna like hide in a vehicle for the most part until he gets inside the base, right? Or like even put on a Hydra costume, right? Like the typical costume change thing. Yeah, but oof, I don't know.
isn't like, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
A lot of I don't knows in this in this podcast because
Yeah, because it's not like it's not necessarily. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad sequence. I don't think it's not. It's just I don't think it matters that much. You know what I mean? The stealth one.
well, it is a nitpick. Those are nitpick
Yeah.
reason, right? So that's my only nitpick. How about you?
For me, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want the. I don't know because I'm not really. Because remember last time I keep talking about the romance part, especially for Thor and whatever. They're not doing this. They don't do this honey sap, wet sticky love, heroine thing.
Yeah.
And I honestly like the character, the heroine.
Yeah.
And like how she has some action and she's like damsel in distress kind of thing. You know what I mean?
So
Because I was thinking of like nitpicking about like maybe make it more obvious. But the thing is, I like it that the fact that it's not obvious.
yeah.
Because that's the whole thing that she's saying too, right? Because she was like, "Oh, I guess you don't know how a woman's heart works and stuff like that, right?" She always thought like, and that's I thought that was a really good character for her. That's why.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a nitpick, it would be probably something about the Red Skull. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
make him more
Evil.
interesting.
Yeah. I would say give Peggy more scenes. Give Red Skull something more intimidating to do. Make him more successful
Maybe.
because every time we see him, he's always failing.
He failed.
So that's not a very good villain if he's always failing,
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, some of the stuff that I want to change. So there's one thing that I want to change for sure is like the montage scene, like right.
Oh yeah.
Right when it turns into the part.
Victory.
Yeah.
Just all victory.
When we're changing it to the part where we kind of just starts to fall off, the montage where they quickly take out whatever 6-7 Hydra bases. I felt like they could have how to say, like maybe reduce the number of Hydra bases to like 2 and just have.
No, it'll be to it won't make the Hydra like a threat. You know what I mean?
Or like at least show the mission of one of them. You know what I mean? Just so we can give the characters more scenes, right? More scenes for Peggy, more scenes for the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, maybe, but I gotta feel. Yeah, maybe shorten the last. No, I don't know because like within the time limit and making it that much, adding extra scene. I don't know if they'll because they don't have like some movie have like this thing, right? Like a filler kind of thing, where the character just does nothing and just to fill up space. In this movie, I don't feel there's any of that, if many at all. So.
I mean, it's just,
I don't know. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to change stuff. I think. I think it's done pretty well.
It'll be an interesting change to see from my perspective. Oh, we forgot to mention that so we talk about the relationship between Peggy and Steve, right? But the relationship between Steve and Bucky are pretty good too.
Oh yes, like their younger days at least.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when they were just pretty much teasing each other and like
Yeah. But they're doing it.
It shows that they're like a good
Yeah, they're
friends.
doing it in a loving way, not like a like how Stark and Rhodey were kind of poking fun at each other. It kind of felt like they're trying to
Yeah.
like really poke each other, you know?
Yeah, poking hard, trying to touch a
Yeah,
nerve.
but these guys are like just like dicking around being goofs.
Cause I don't know, but again, for me, like even Stark and the other
Yeah,
dude, I think their friendship is still, how do you say this? Because it's, I think it's the friendship, but with professionalism. You know what I mean? Because they're
yeah,
friends, they're good
yeah,
friends, but they have their position that they have to think of. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's why it feels a bit strained on some part, because duty beyond, friendship and stuff like that. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. I mean, Rhodes value his jobs
Yeah,
a lot. Stark
exactly.
doesn't really give a shit.
That's the contrast.
That's the contrast.
But even then, they're still friends and they still quip. They still jab at each
Yeah,
other. You know what I
so
mean?
that's good.
I think for them that's fine as
Yeah.
is. But for me, like this Winter's Bucky and Steve, I think it's better because they were younger, right?
Yeah, we see their
They
younger
were
days.
a lot
Yeah.
younger, and when they're younger, well, yeah, they got well, I don't know what's conscripted, but they volunteer, like they try to be like a soldier and whatever,
Mhm.
right? At the same time, that's not like their job, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a passion of them or whatever. So their banter and whatnot, you could see that it's a friend banter, and like Bucky was like worried, like he was concerned, like you can't do this. You got like you got asthma and like several other billion things
That'll just show you.
that'll stop you running more than 10
Yeah,
meters.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, just you can do better stuff. Just don't do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is my passion. Like I gotta do this. Like that's what Steve does,
Yeah,
right?
that's his duty.
But they banter, like that's the thing. They banter, they quip at each other, but they worry about each other, and they care, and that's portrayed really well in this movie.
Yeah.
It's a very short interaction, but it really shows it very well. That's one of the things that I think this movie is very well written, because like it doesn't have to show like an extended amount of period of interaction.
Yeah.
It's just that those small segments is short but concise. It delivers.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's great.
Yeah, so I think they should have got rid of the montage or something and just added more scenes with these characters. Because I would love to see more characters interact with each other, Peggy and Steve, Bucky
Yeah.
and Steve and the Howling
Maybe
Commandos.
the montage could be reduced.
Especially the musical montage, too.
That's too much for me. I was cringing so hard. I had to look away for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to say, like, oh, we can cut, like, 5 minutes here and there and add 10 minutes of other stuff, right? But it's easy to
Yeah,
say that
yeah.
now,
Yes.
What else would you like to have changed?
For me, I don't know. Like, I think it's good as is. Like, it could be better somehow, but I can't think of
Yeah.
one. Because this style of story writing is like beyond my safe zone. Like it's outside my comfort zone, so I can't really think of one of how things supposed to roll. But I enjoy it.
Overall, I would say, how can I say, the movie structurally is fine. It's just plot wise isn't all that interesting.
Because I think it's pretty hard to mess around because there's an original story,
Yeah.
right? Like it's the origin story of Captain
Yeah,
America.
exactly.
So I believe there's a certain plot route that they have to
Yeah.
follow.
I think this is the curse of the MCU, where if they do a hero origin story, it's gonna
Yes.
always be around that same level of quality.
Yeah, of course, because it can't be
It
helped.
can't be helped. Yeah, they have to follow a certain structure.
They have
right?
to, yeah, because it's a done structure. They just have to follow it and maybe like shift it here and there, add an extra, touch here and there. They can't go too far.
So overall,
Mhm.
would you say this movie holds up to this day?
I would say so. It was an enjoyable watch. I'd say it's fine.
Yeah, I would say it's a movie that I could see being made now. I don't think there's
Maybe some parts are a bit felt old, but
the
I wonder if there's, because I remember we were talking about it. I was like, whoa, doesn't this feel like early 2000 trailer?
Oh no,
or
no,
something like that?
that was the end of the when they fucking try to tease the Avengers. That was a really
right.
poorly cut trailer. So many fucking what do you call those, like jump cuts or cut in and outs?
Yeah.
It was just like every other second was like
What am I
Yeah.
watching?
literally watching black screen. Like terrible. Yeah, overall, I would say this movie holds up still pretty good. What would you give the score? What's your overall score?
I'll I'll give it 7.5.
7.5. Okay.
7.5. Yeah.
What did you give Thor?
Ooh, way lower. It was like 5 or something. 5.5.
5.5. And what about Hulk? You gave that a 5.
Yeah, I give it a 5.
Okay.
I want to give it 4.5, but
It's watchable. I mean, we watched it. That's right.
I watched it. I almost cried watching it, but I did watch it. So
Right. So now that we watched the 4 origins of the heroes, right, we have to kind of take a quick recap of it.
recap.
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 Yeah, because of all the crap that we watched, right?
Right.
So Iron Man 1, I gave that a 9. What did you give that?
I gave it like, what was it? 8? 7.5? 8?
So Iron Man 1, you gave it an 8.
Yeah, I think so. 8.
Okay, I gave it a 9. So then
Uh-huh.
Hulk, would you give that?
I lowered down to 4.5.
4.5. Okay. I would say
Mhm.
5. It's watchable, but I don't know if I will watch it again. So that's what 5 is.
Well,
You'll watch it once and that's it. Thor.
Thor, I'll put it like 5.5.
5.5. I'll give it a 5.56 ish.
Yeah.
Around that.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe 6-ish. Maybe 5.5 is good.
Like a 6. I actually no 5.5. Like I wouldn't watch it again. I watch clips of it
Yeah.
on YouTube though. That's
Like just the cool parts.
yeah, the cool parts. And then Captain America, you give that a 7.5.
I'd give it 7.5. Yeah.
I would feel like yeah, that sounds about right. I kind of want to give it a little bit higher just because I'm biased towards Captain America.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair to give it a 7.5, but I would probably personally give it an 8 just because I like Captain America.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, well, I know I'm being unfair, but you know it is what it is.
What do you mean? Hey, if it's your favorite character, you're free to be biased.
Yeah, I mean
Bias is a good thing.
that's what reviews are, right? Is bias.
Yeah.
So overall, that's Iron Man is still our number 1, eh?
I suppose.
Okay, so now before we end this podcast, there's always like this talk of Team Captain or Team Iron Man. Who's your guy?
What does that mean?
Because people are always one or the other, right? They're either on Captain America's side or Iron Man's side. It's because of
Oh, so it's split. It's split that
yeah,
way.
just because of how they always clash between each other. Like you can kind of see the clash.
Well, the thing is like their personality and everything was completely upside down too. You got to see that,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because one is humble and very,
Yeah,
The other one's very narcissistic and very messed up, very irresponsible.
almost like
Well, Captain America's very responsible. It's just like mirror.
yeah, it's a mirror image of each other, but they still get along really
I
well.
don't know because I really like both of them. That's the
But
thing.
who's your favorite? There's always a favorite child.
I don't know. I don't. Maybe Iron Man.
Iron Man, eh? Your team Iron Man. Okay.
Yeah, simply because he's cooler.
Interesting. I always thought you were.
Like his fighting style, like laser beam and
Yeah.
whatnot. I think it's cooler than throwing shields around.
I would have. To be honest, I thought you were gonna be team captain because you like the lawful good characters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like personality wise, I'd say so. But as a superhero, I like something more flashy.
Fair enough. They're superheroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's it. So overall, we would say yeah, it holds up, and we give the movie for me 8. You give it a 7.5. Anything else would you like to add to this thing?
No, it was fun. That was a great watch. I'd recommend you guys to watch it again or watch it if you haven't. It's
So yeah, so this is Captain America and the First Avenger, and the next movie we're gonna watch is the whole build up to the whole thing, the Avengers movie, the very first one.
Oh, so the next one is the Avenger?
Yeah, the next one is the Avengers.
Oh.
Yeah, exciting, eh? You finally reached that point where
Where things kind of make sense.
yeah, where the build up, right? So now this is the whole point of the build up was this moment. Yeah. All right. So yep, that's all we got to say about that. And don't forget to follow us on all our socials. You know, the Twitters, the YouTubes,
Right on,
the
right on.
Instagrams, Twitch, whatever else we have. I don't know. The links are in the description if anyone's watching or bothering to listen to us.
That is true. We're getting more downer and downer, but that's all right.
Yeah, Bosch, do the outro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This is Boschker.
This is Alex.
You're the Fool's Odyssey. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye bye.